What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Orlando Morales TV. As always, as usual, I'm your host, Orlando. Welcome to another reaction video with me, Orlando. We got a very interesting video here, guys. This is a little informative video, something to think about. I'm a very curious type of dude. I like to, learn new things, understand what ifs, And we got a video like something like that right here, man. This is what if bats were the size of humans. Imagine that. Imagine bats, these little, I wouldn't say they're probably like what, this big? Maybe a bat's probably like this big. Imagine that, the size of you. Imagine you trying to kill one of them motherfuckers or fight one of them. Very interesting. That's what we're gonna find out today in this video. See, what if bats were our size of humans? How would they live? How would they walk on Earth? Where would they live? And how would they live, Because, I don't know, man. It's pretty interesting. So, take out your notebooks. Take out your pens and papers. And take notes with me as I take you along this journey of knowledge, curiosity. Also, if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. Join the network, Orlando Morales TV. It's good for you. Without further ado, what if bats were the size of humans? Let's get into it. Oh my God.
This gigantic bat was captured on camera by a man filming his camping trip. He's been missing ever since.
Ooh, suspense.
Stories like these have been swirling the internet for the past couple of years, with people using pictures and videos
that's so fake.
Supposedly prove that human-sized bats exist. But could bats really get that big?
I don't think so.
How dangerous would they be?
I think very dangerous.
And why could we make lots of money off their giant bat poop?
What?
This is What If.
Oh, shout out Van
what would
Helsing.
happen if bats were the size of humans?
Alright, let's check it out.
Bats already creep a lot of people out, so
True.
imagine how scared people would be if there were giant ones roaming around. And keep in mind that bats usually live together in groups of 100 to several thousand.
Oh, damn.
So if you run into one of these giant beasts, chances are there'd be a whole army of them nearby.
Oh, hell no.
Would their natural ecosystems be able to sustain these oversized bats?
Bats are ugly, bro.
To understand what a world with giant bats would be like, let's get to know our regular-sized bats first.
Alright, let's see, bro.
Because there are so many different bat species, today we're just going to focus on two. The
Alright.
flying fox and the vampire bat.
Bro, I didn't even know there was a different type of bats. I thought bats was just bats. I know there was a fucking vampire bat and... What do you say, a fox bat? I did not know that, bro. Interesting.
Vampire bats have a wingspan of 35 to 40
Oh my God, I was
centimeters.
just grabbing him
They
like
can
that,
run
bro.
speeds of up to 1.2 meters per second.
It's like little
And
frogs.
they really like to drink blood. They drink so much of it that they can double their weight in just one feeding.
Really?
So, can you imagine how bloodthirsty they'd be if they were the size of humans?
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Luckily for us, bats don't get any bigger than our next featured player, the flying fox. There are 60 flying fox species, and the largest one has a wingspan of 1.7 meters. That might sound like it's getting almost human-sized, but the body is pretty small, about 30 centimeters in length. They have a surprisingly
What do they
big
eat?
brain for such a small body,
Just eat anything?
and they're said to be as intelligent as dogs.
Really?
So, what would life be like if there were millions of human-sized, intelligent, blood-sucking bats roaming around?
It'd probably
Well,
be a war
let's
with
find
them.
out. Flying fox bats would need to be 6 times bigger to become the size of a human. Their new head-to-toe length would be 170 centimeters. Their new wingspan would be 10 meters.
Damn.
And their new weight would be 216 kilograms. They would need to eat about 19 kilograms of fruit every day just to sustain themselves.
What are you eating, a grape?
With this new hunger, they would easily wipe out farms and orchards, and they disrupt the entire food chain.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then there's the vampire bat.
Those are ugly.
Don't worry, they won't add any more stress to our fruit farms because they're only hungry for blood. Oh wait, that sounds even worse.
Yeah, they'll fucking start killing.
Human-sized vampire bats would be about 170 centimeters long. They'd have a wingspan of 6.8 meters and a mass of 295 kilograms.
Damn.
Because of their size,
And the blood.
they would be able to drink 34 liters of blood per meal. If we want to save our necks, we might need to raise livestock to offer up to the vampire bats. We just wouldn't be able to use them for food after because the vampire bats would probably infect that livestock with rabies.
Oh, yeah.
And we wouldn't only have to worry about feeding these big beasts, we'd also have to worry about where they're going to live.
Exactly. Where are they gonna, migrate to, or like?
Usually, bats live in
Where they
groups
gonna
of
stay
a
at?
few hundred to a few thousand in caves, hollow trees, attics, and barns.
Attic,
Clearly,
bro. Oh my god.
human-sized bats wouldn't.
Yo, imagine a bat in your attic, bro. Oh my god, bro. And you just pop up in there, bro. You hear some noises and shit. You pop up in there, you see like 3 bats just flying around there. I'd probably have a panic attack. I ain't gonna cap.
All fit into the same amount of space anymore. They might need to create smaller groups and take
out
over
Batman,
buildings
son.
and parks. Their sheer size, food requirements, and bodily functions could damage their new homes. But on the bright side, their bodily functions could also make you rich.
How?
Bat excrement, also known as guano, is an effective fertilizer. It has high amounts of nitrogen, phosphate, and potassium.
Really?
And it can be very expensive. Right now, an average bat only releases about 2.5 grams of guano each year. But with these new human-sized bats eating upwards of 19 kilograms
bat?
every day,
Is this a pet bat? Look, he's all snuggled up in a blanket. Eating, what is that, a grape? A banana? Look at his eyes. Yo. People are crazy,
human-sized
bro.
bats eating upwards of 19
Batsilla's
kilograms
a
every
bat?
day. Their guano production will increase dramatically.
Damn, son. That's
So,
poop.
if you're brave enough to get near these beastly creatures to collect their poop, you could make a lot of money.
Really?
All you'd have to do next is figure out how to spend it. But that's a story for another
Damn, son.
What If.
Alright, man, that's the end of the video right there. Looks like I'm gonna move to wherever bats are and just film myself collecting collecting bat shit, Alright, guys, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That was What If Bats Were the Size of Humans. What do you guys think? You think we could live in a functional world if bats were the size of humans? Interesting. Alright, guys, I'll catch you in the next reaction video. Deuces.
Oh, yes, Daddy.